let's jump to the making the minion one, where you were using the students as your minions, which I think is the dream of all of us.
Well, that's it. You gotta understand, and the way that you MC, the way you play music will completely change. I promise you, it'll change once you realize how much control you really have over the crowd. A couple examples. When I was getting ready for the King and Queen dance, I had to stall a little bit, so we're just making some basic announcements, and then we did the class calls. Like, all right, let's see which one of you guys showed up the most. Freshmen, I know it's past your bedtime, but if you're still here, make some noise. Usually gets a pretty good laugh.
Yep.
And they're all cheering. I'm like, and then seniors, and they're like, yeah, no, seniors, and they start cheering louder. I'm like, seniors, and I just went like that, and they would stop. I'm like, okay, this is really cool. Let's try this again. Seniors, stop. And we were doing it for like a few seconds. I'm like, really slow up. We were just having a little bit of fun with that. And, it was kind of cool because, it was a way for me to stall and have some fun with the crowd, but I also got some footage from after school dances to really show people, look, you really can control this crowd. It was one, I can't remember, I had a DJ that came with me that, was kind of tagging along. And we were talking about that at one of the dances, and he's like, well, how do you can't get them to do anything you want. I'm like, oh yeah, watch this. So, we had students, where they had their hands up, they were fist pumping. I'm like, all right, and then we play Who Let the Dogs Out. Y'all gotta bark along. And, dude, I kid you not, this school, very urban school. I'm like, what up? What up, dude? They just freaking barked in the middle of a school dance. Let me see you do that at the club, son. So it is one of those, once you realize it, you got to build that trust. They're not just going to randomly do that. I have some schools that, we've never DJed before, and it really takes me a while to break to it. And most people would just give up, okay, well, I'm not going to be interactive. No, it's just they're not used to that.
Yeah.
You got to break through that interactive barrier without being corny, without being, too pushy. Once you break through that and they're actually vibing and going along with you, and you build that rapport with the students at the dance, then you can have them do whatever you want or whatever you need them to do. But this also means that if somebody's crowd surfing, look, my dude, I can't have you crowd surfing. We got lasers. If that hits you, you're going to be Helen Keller. And that also gets a laugh, too.
Yep.
I don't know if it's too soon for Helen Keller. So, Helen Keller, if you're watching this, not like you can hear, but I apologize.
Oh, we're trying to offend everyone, aren't we? We're just going across the board. Is there anyone else we need to?
No. Okay, so I apologize to the Keller family. Lord forgive me, and the pygmies in New Guinea. That's Larry the Cable Guy, guys. So that's he's like a god in Florida. Get her done. Anyways, but no, it's once you get them to do whatever you want them to do, then when you have to make those announcements. Like we had one school where the students were grinding, and I don't mean grinding like normal grinding. I mean my subwoofer was gonna charge rape charges after the whole event was over. It was bad. It was glowing in the dark by the time this thing was over. It was a CSI episode. Do I really need to keep going? It was bad. Okay.
I think we get the vision.
So. Yes, I could go on the mic and say, guys, please don't do that. I could have got an administrator. No, I just want to like, dude, can you guys do me a favor? Can you just stop going all Miley Cyrus on my sub? Like, if y'all do it somewhere else, you get caught by the administration. I don't care. Just don't do it on my equipment. And they're like, no, it's fine. We no problem. And that was it. People worry about, they say, well, high school students or high school dances are tough because the students are rude and they say the DJ sucked. And I'm like, look, if you have one student come up to you and say you suck, well, that's probably just the student being bad. If you have several students come up to you saying you suck, newsflash, you suck. Change your game. If you're coming in, approaching it like a wedding, change your game. And I know it sounds mean, but it's just the honest truth. But that's also because they don't know who you are. They don't care who you are. You're a figure of authority, so they're going to try you. So you got to build a rapport with them, so that way, once you can control them on the microphone, do whatever you need to do, then you do have that rapport, and you can really have full control of that dance. Even for a safety factor, we've had a dance break out in the middle of a school dance before. A fight break out in the middle of a school dance before. At that point, we told them, like, look, guys, we need you to separate for just a moment. Admin came in and got them. I was like, y'all got to knock this off, or we got to pack up and get out of here because we do not want to appear in a World Star Hip Hop video. And, again, they got a good chuckle out of it. After that, it was chill. It was no issue. We had one dance where, oh my goodness, I can't even believe what happened. But we always have ceiling tiles fall down.
Yep.
Not an issue. In this case, a ceiling tile with light fixtures went boom straight to the floor.
Ooh.
Luckily, it missed the students. I'm like, okay, look, there's a lot of bass here, but there's not that much bass. Where's the safety cable? It must have been a DJ that hung the ceiling tile. And the hotel's like, okay, we got to find a way to, we're going to get a ladder up there. I'm like, okay, do we need to clear the entire floor? And they're like, yeah, we're going to have to do something. Like, okay, well, do you mind? Because I don't want to just kill the dance. That's going to be a problem. Can we move them to the other side of the hotel room? They're like, yeah. So we cleared a few tables, and I'm making up, guys, I need you to do me a favor. we're gonna make a train. You guys come over to this side over here. We're gonna have you dance while we just fix a quick issue. And it was fixed. Students were continuing dancing with everything up and going.
Nice.
You know, that was something that could have been an utter disaster, but because we had that control of the dance floor, you know, we handled it very differently. And the administration saw that and they took notice. They're like, we really like how you were able to do that without killing the vibe of the dance.
Very cool.
So that worked out real nicely.
Yeah.